Hey, hope everyone's having a good day. Well, there's power in numbers. The Powerade commercial that someone shared with me, we're going to look into that, and it's really going to blow your mind, honestly. But let's take a look at this commercial, and please add your links because you guys are going to see some things maybe that I missed out. So let's just get started.
There's power in numbers. Number ones will cook you with that first step.
Your L, sir. Compliments of the chef.
So just merely in that one alone, number ones think, of course, they're number one, right? And a few numbers and things that I saw there, and please add your comments. Many things, and it goes so quickly. So they say numbers will cook you with that first step. And then he turns into a chef, right? Oh yeah, they believe that they will be able to fool most people. That's what they think with that. And your L, sir, compliments of the chef. And he looks annoyed or irritated, and he's another number. So yeah, but white, of course, many things. But gave him a letter L. A steak shaped like an L, which is basically number 12. So, and it was seared. And when I looked up the word seared, I came up with the bull there, see red. I'm just sharing what came up. But let's just keep going.
Tens, more gold than Midas.
Midas who?
So number 10s, well, a lot of times in Freemasonry you just take the 0 out anyway. But still, 10 can equal the X, Roman numeral, right? And there's a huge X there, and the whole arch, which is basically the Freemason arch right here. You have the red carpet because they think they're royalties, and then you have the 5 men on each side holding, of course, spears. And then there's a smaller X above her number 10. You can see the wings there as well, and just wow, you could stare at these pictures for a while. There's the smaller X, 3 soccer balls there. You have the pillars on each side of her, and everything is gold, and they say more gold than Midas. And then she goes and says, Midas who? You know, that they think they have it all. And of course around her is the wreath, and it's a olive wreath, which basically looks like the UN's logo, and all the awards on her side, but she's in chains. She has a collar around her because, of course, they are being controlled as well. The highest of the high, they've sold their soul. So music, we want to be the one. I don't know exactly what they said, but that's what I'm thinking as she's kicking the ball and getting it up in the air. And her hands, of course, I caught it at that motion, but I mean, I'm just saying. It also reminded me of the French thing here where it goes underground, you know, with the arrow, the pyramid. But anyway, interesting. And then she kicks the ball and it comes out of the temple, believing it is, with the X there. So it kind of looks like the Vatican, perhaps, and X's on all the windows, and then they broke through the firmament. That's what they're thinking that they can do. I mean, Hillary's been saying that for a while, that she hopes to have broken through or break through the firmament. But let's keep going. Number 24.
24s will live in your head.
I'm home.
33s.
I'm home.
33s.
Sorry about that. My computer froze, but 24. You saw that. So the 24 is going, and he's about to score. KMU, well, it equals 45. Well, it equals 9, of course. And he's about to score. There he is. And he shoots, and then they say 24s will live in your head. And then they show a close-up, of course, of his head. And there's the one eye symbolism. I'm home, the guy says, as he shoots even inside his head. And he knocks over the light. So he breaks the light, basically. So 24, which of course is 666, and someone else is controlling them. And he's in the library. So, oh, man. Then let's go to 33.
33s put in so many hours, they'll be the first to defeat. 33s put in so many hours, they'll be the first to defeat Father Time.
What you got, 33?
Time's up, old man.
Run it back! I said run it back!
Sorry for the freezing, and that's why I sometimes have to do it twice. 33s. So here we go. Put in so many hours, and there he has his name. Time stoppers, basketball, 33. The E's, of course, since they're backwards, they are 33s. And then 3 players. First he starts off with no players behind him. Then he has 3 players on each side of him, and all of them are wearing the 33s. So unbelievable. So basically 6 players behind him. And they'll be the first to defeat Father Time. Yeah, they're trying to defeat gods. Satan should know better. Oh my goodness. What you got, 33, he says. And time's up, old man. And then the Father Time apparently starts yelling, run it back. I think that's what he's saying as he's disappearing. Oh man. Just they really think they're going to be as gods. And I said, run it back, he says as he's going further and further away. Wow, unbelievable. Now number 50.
50s. Ice in their veins. And
So 50s. So let's see. Of course, you drop out the 0. It's a 5. There's your 5-pointed star, or even your blue and white with the guy in the back holding the baseball bat. 5 also equals E, which is, in my opinion, also like the Hamza hand, many things, even the V, right? And then you see she's holding the yellow ball. So they start to say 50s, and ice in their veins as everything turns to ice, from the gloves to the players to everything around them, and implying that they're cold as ice. And yeah, they'll do whatever they can in order to get the plan going forward. We know that. The L there, notice the L. There's your 12, which is your 6 and 6, and it just reminded me of the Lions. L for Lions, right? Absolutely. And even Casey just the other day on Enter the Stars had this, where explaining the red and blue blood. We all need the blood of Jesus, the only one that can cleanse us. We need him. Watch his video. It's at the 27-minute mark. I'll add the link for you guys. But let's keep going. 87.
And 87s are so good, they just set up shop in the end zone.
So 87. What do you guys think of 87? Well, I see the owls there, of course, and they say, and 87s are so good. And then they show all of this. So the player who's getting their haircut keeps changing, by the way. You see your red and white. There's the pillars, in my opinion. You have everything costing $8.70. Some of the players' names and numbers change, like I said. It says fade on the chalkboard as well. And then, of course, you have your checkered floor. Of course, reminded me of the pillars. So even when he's cutting his hair, Powerade there. And, of course, the hexagon, the black and white around him there. 87 as he's catching the ball, opposites on the Kabbalah. I looked at the Kabbalah tree. I don't know anything about it. I just happened to think of what all it could represent. It, of course, it adds up to 15, so there's your 555, or then your many threes. But they just set up shop. They said as he's getting the haircut, bench this dude, right? Because they control who is going to be in and who's out, and the timing they have. They control it all. We understand that. I mean, celebrities have no say in what they're doing. Once they sell their soul, that's it. They decide if they're in or out. So they end up shop in the end zone. And then they show the end zone here, and there's 2 other players there trying to catch the ball. I believe it's number 96 and then 30. Mustang against the Owls. So many things in this shot. I see the 72, so that's the bricks in the pyramid before it gets to the top. And so many things. I mean, I can't even explain all of them, but we understand that they believe that they will be like gods. They have to sell their soul in order to make money, and they just show so many things that it's hard really to even catch everything. I'm just sharing a little bit of what I see. The pillars are Jachin and Boaz. I know I'm saying that wrong. And it also wisdom, beauty, and strength. But the Mustang I thought of, and I looked into it, wouldn't you know, they caught horses that were roaming in the Great Plains in San Joaquin Valley. Who do you think named that valley? I'm just saying. So anyway, but they draft the players, right? So it's the same kind of thing, just like horses. And then the owls, of course, we know even the Bohemian Grove and so many things that they're doing. And it represents wisdom and knowledge and, yeah, all that. And then, of course, when all of this was uploaded, look at the date that they had there. The 22nd of the 3rd. And then 2021. Unbelievable. Just adding in between here. Then he says next, and then we're going to head on to the last number.
There's power in numbers. Take yours. Powerade. More power for 0 to 99. More power for me.
So here we see number 96 going up to the doors here to get a drink. And he shoots off his gloves with his hands without even touching them. He picks up the 96 orange. Of course, orange. And there's power in numbers. Take yours. And as they take it, there's the 99 right behind it. And we know orange, of course, is equaling to 33. And then he's a CCM. He's a hockey player, so that always could equal to many things as well. But I'm just saying it looks like a skull and bones with the alligator there, the teeth having 3 visible, kind of 2 in the front, 3 on top and 3 below. I don't know. Then even the F's kind of look like they could be forwards and backwards on there, right? In the back right there. I don't know. Just saying a few things that I meant happen to spot. Powerade, more power for 0 to 99, more power for me. And so, of course, 99 flips it around, 66, and me actually equaled to 13 plus 5, which equals 18, which is basically the same as 9 plus 9. I don't know. I'm just saying it was so bizarre to see this commercial. I just couldn't believe all that in just a matter of a minute plus. March Madness, of course. Look, they're going to try and trick us in so many ways by doing things, but they're becoming so bold and blunt. They're showing everything, just everywhere. But don't be fooled by them or whatever their title is, Rotary, Lions, Freemason, whatever. Many donate time, money to cover up their evil with doing good. That's what they do. So if you're a part of one of those groups, please consider and do your research, because they use their numbers, they use their Kabbalah, all kinds of symbolism, and they twist and rotate and do whatever because they want to try to defeat and be like God. It's not going to happen. And those who practice these things, God will not, they will not inherit God's kingdom. And it's obvious to us, but they just do not see this. So don't put your trust in numbers or leaders of this world. Not anybody, not even pastors or anyone else. Always trust only in Jesus and pray and ask Him for direction. We know there's power, and it's in the name of Jesus, not in numbers. Just saying. So trust in Jesus like your life depends on it. I hope you guys have a great weekend. I hope that was very interesting, and I'll add the link so you can watch it in its entirety by yourself and let me know what you think. All right, thanks to the one who sent it to me, and you guys have a great weekend. Till next time.